Hey guys, welcome back. So recently NYC Color came out with some new Expert Last lip colors, and these are marketed as being a satin matte. So we'll get into that a little bit more later. And then they also came out with some Expert Last lip lacquers. So I picked up several. I picked up all the new lipstick colors and 4 of the lip lacquers. So I thought I would do a little swatch and review video for you guys on those and just kind of give you my thoughts and opinions on them. So let's get into it. Okay, first we're going to start with the Expert Last lip lacquers. And this first color I'm wearing is number 100 Bare Brooklyn. And you can see it on my lips. It's a really pretty nude, but it is kind of sticking to weird spots on my lips, like dry patches, and also it's kind of like separating in the middle and making a little line kind of on the inner part of my lips. So some weird things are happening. I love the color, and I think I might like it maybe layered over some other nude lipsticks or something, because the color is really beautiful, but I don't know, something about the formula with this particular color, at least, some strange things are happening, some strange separating things. So yeah, but there's the color. Next is number 200 Chelsea Cherry Blossoms, and you can see it on my lips. I forgot to show you the swatch for the first one. This is Bare Brooklyn. So you can see really pretty in a swatch, but on the lips, I don't know. Same with this one. In a swatch, it looks really pretty. It looks kind of like a pinky peach, or a peachy pink, right in between the two. It looks like a cream finish in the swatch, but on my lips, it's pulling frosty, and that makes it extra yucky on the inner part of my lips, and with the kind of like separating and the accentuating dry spots on my lips. So I don't know about this one. These light colors in this formula just don't seem to really be working very well. So yeah, that was number 200 Chelsea Cherry Blossoms. Next is number 201 Lincoln Square Love Affair, and I really like this one. This is one that I went back and bought, and I just feel like it is such a cute springtime peachy pink kind of a color, and it just, I don't know, it has a lot of pigmentation. It's very creamy, and this one is not accentuating any dry spots on my lips. It looks very creamy, very opaque. I really like this one. So this is definitely a win, and I'm glad that I went back and bought it. I think they had like another kind of a baby doll, cotton candy kind of a pink color, bubblegum pink, that was kind of next to this one in the display that I thought about getting, but I'm glad that I got this one because I have a feeling that one would do the sticking to the dry patches kind of a thing, whereas this one is really working well. Love this one. And then finally I picked up number 203 Fidi Fuchsia, F-I-D-I Fuchsia. It's this really beautiful berry red, kind of, well, it's in between a berry and a red. It's more pink really than anything, but it's definitely got that reddish tone to it. This one is really beautiful, very pigmented, very opaque. Doesn't cling to the dry patches and do all that weird stuff. I mean, look at that. That is so beautiful and vibrant. Oh my goodness. Really, really like this one a lot. And it's just like, ooh, it packs such a punch with the color. I really enjoy this one. So those last two are definitely my favorites of the ones that I picked up. These I may consider bringing back. They're not working so well. Okay, so as far as the formula on these, well, first off, the packaging. The packaging is, you know, fine. It's nothing like special or anything, but I think it's totally fine. I've mentioned this before. If a product's going to be less expensive, which is a good thing, I would rather them sacrifice on packaging than the product inside. So I think the packaging is fine. They do have like a kind of a fakey, plasticky, sweet smell to them, but it's not the same as the lipstick. So I'm not sure what this scent is, but I really don't smell it on my lips. I just smell it when I'm like applying it and when I really have to like sniff the product. That's when I notice it. As far as the formula goes, you know, it really is like a lip lacquer, except it's a creamy, more glossy feeling lip lacquer. Usually lacquers are more thick and heavy feeling. These definitely have just a more soft, non-sticky gloss feeling to them. So I'm not sure about the wear time, I'm not sure about bleeding, but I'm gonna make an annotation. So I will wear this throughout the day. I've worn the lipsticks throughout the day, but I need to wear these. So I'll make an annotation of how they wear. But just upon like initial application and kind of first impressions on these, I like them. I would not recommend the lighter colors. I don't like those. Those will probably go back. If anything, I might use them as toppers over lipsticks or something, just as basically glosses, but by themselves, not a fan. But these two I think are really, really pretty. I would probably wear them with a lip liner with these over the top of them, just because I pretty much wear a lip liner with anything that could possibly bleed or that's a bright or dark color. I just typically do that. So I think these are really fun, especially for like $4 or so is what the price was on them. I really like them. I just am not a fan of the lighter colors. I would say stick with the brighter or darker colors with these. Okay, now we're gonna get into the Expert Last lip colors, and these were marketed as satin mattes. At least they had a little sleeve on the outside that peeled off that said that on it. And I do have a picture of that on my blog post, so if you wanna see that, you can check that out. But yeah, it was kind of marketed that way. We'll have to see if this is really a different formula than their regular line. But I guess maybe what they're thinking with it is that these are all kind of a creamy finish. None of them are metallic or duochrome or anything like that, so maybe that's where they were going with it. But anyway, this one is number 448 Smooth Beige, and I actually really like this one. You know, it's a light nude color, which typically those would accentuate, really, I feel like any color like this, it's a light creamy color, light creamy nude, accentuates dry patches on some level. But for it being such a light color, it really doesn't do it very much at all. And it's very comfortable to apply. It went on very creamy and very opaque. So I actually really love this one. I would probably wear it with a lip liner to give it a little bit more dimension and kind of, you know, fill it in on the corners of my lips a little bit, just to give a little bit more dimension and color to it. But I'm actually a fan of this one. I do really like this color. Next is number 449 Creamy Mauve, and I actually was a little bit surprised with this one because in the tube it looks more kind of muted mauve-y pink, and even the name says mauve. But on my lips it looks more of a light bubblegum baby pink. In the swatch, it's kind of in between. It's not quite a mauve, but it's not quite as light and baby pink as it appears on my lips. So it's kind of interesting. But I do really like the color. You know, it's opaque, it's creamy, it applied well. I have worn this one throughout the day and it wore, you know, not like, it's not a long wearing lip product, but it wore fairly well a few hours for being a creamy, comfortable lip product. So I actually really do like this color. I think it's cute for the spring, and it's just a sweet little pink lipstick. You know what I mean? Next is number 450 Pure Coral, and I have to kind of be careful with this one because mine's broken. It's like totally broken at the base, but there wasn't another one in the display, so I couldn't go exchange it or anything, so I decided to keep it. But this one is just a really pretty bright reddish coral. Kind of reminds me of like Max Impassioned or something. It's just a really beautiful bright color. I think this will be great for the spring. It applies really nicely. Again, very creamy and opaque. And I like this one. I think it's a really pretty color, and I feel like it's one of those, you know, if you're scared of a bright color, this is a way to try it because it's $1.99. So you're not committed to a $16 lipstick or anything like that. You've got a $2 lipstick that really works nicely, and you can kind of experiment and try to break out of your comfort zone with a really inexpensive lip product. Then we have number 451 Velvety Fuchsia, and it's a really pretty bright fuchsia. But it's also got quite a bit of berry in it, so it's not like it's neon or anything like that. It's still a really easy to wear kind of fuchsia color. I mean, it's still, I say easy to wear, but it's bright and it's out there, but I don't feel like it's a candy yum yum or anything like that. It's not going to take over your face, but it is a statement lipstick. And again, I don't even need to say it, creamy, opaque, it applied really nicely, easy to work with. This one does seem to show dry patches just a little bit. I'm not sure why, but really I have to get up close to the mirror to notice it. But it's just a really pretty color. I love these kind of fuchsia shades. I think they are just so fun and bright. And if I go with a bright lip, this is one that I tend to grab for more often. I just feel like it's really pretty, really flattering on so many different skin tones. And then finally we have number 452 Red Suede. And I don't know what it is in this, but it almost looks like it has like a golden sheen to me. At least on my lips, I feel like I notice it. In the swatch, not so much, but on my lips, yes. And I don't know if it's maybe just the creaminess of it, that it kind of makes it a little bit reflective or something, so maybe that's what's happening. I don't know, I would say not my favorite color of red lipstick. It does make your teeth look pretty white, but I don't know, it's very pretty. It's a nice kind of classic red, but there's something to the tone in this one that's a little bit different. But it's very opaque, it's very creamy. Again, repetitive, but I want you to know that that's the same across the board with every one that I'm trying on. So it's a really pretty red. It's an inexpensive red. I would be sure and wear this with a lip liner. You know, a creamy formula like this with a red lip is a little scary to me. So I would definitely wear this with a lip liner to be really safe. Really, any of the bright ones I would. But especially a red lip for sure. So as far as the formula and just my thoughts and review on these lipsticks, I think they're really nice. And they're like $1.99, and sometimes you can find coupons, so they end up being maybe even $1. So I think they are really nice. I think they're really comfortable. They're very creamy. I mean, these perform like a high-end lipstick. They do have, you know, kind of the cheapy packaging. I mean, they look like a drugstore lipstick. That doesn't bother me though. I think that the packaging is kind of cute. I like that it matches the color of the lipstick. It does have that kind of like fakey, sweet plastic smell. It's different than the lip lacquers though, so they're not the same scent, but they do have that kind of fakey sweet smell. Not a big deal to me, but I just feel like the product inside performs really well. They're just creamy, they're opaque, they're pigmented, they're not super long wearing, but a lot of lipsticks aren't, especially if they're creamy and comfortable. Would I say that they're creamy matte? Not really. I mean, I would say that they're cream lipsticks. They're really just a cream formula. So I think that they're really pretty. I would not say that if you're looking for a matte lipstick, I would not recommend these to you. I would say these are really more just a creamy lipstick, but they're very beautiful and they're really inexpensive. Okay guys, so that's my little review on the new Expert Last lip colors as well as the lip lacquers from NYC. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you and answered some of your questions. Please give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it and let me know what you think about these products. Have you tried them? Which are your favorite colors? What do you think? Ask me any questions that you have down below. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!